Hello everyone, my name is Lena and welcome to my channel. I am an online teacher and on my channel I like to help other teachers who are interested with teaching online with tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So if you are interested in teaching online and want to hear about things that I've used or companies that I've worked for, then you might want to subscribe. But in this video, I wanted to talk about Outschool and the hiring process because I've been working for Outschool now for about 9 months. I was hired a lot earlier than that, but I didn't really get active until 9 months ago, and it has changed my world. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to work with Outschool, and it's such a great company. It's doing so well. And it's a fairly young company too. So I wanted to talk to you about getting hired with Outschool. If you are interested, please check out my description box down below. I do have a link that can help you with, getting hired. And if you are looking for someone to help you with the process, then I'd love to help you along the way and be a mentor. But yes, please check out the description box for my link to applying to Outschool. But just a little bit about Outschool before I get more into the process. They started in 2015. They have 10,000 teachers right now, and 5,000 of those teachers were hired right through the epidemic, the COVID epidemic. So they got 5,000 teachers in a short amount of time. Okay, so they just blew up overnight in numbers, and they have 150,000 students that are right there looking for teachers on their platform. So it's a great place to work. They do take 30% of whatever earnings that you as a teacher would make, but that 30% I think is a fair amount because they do so much for you as a teacher on Outschool. So those are some things to know about Outschool and what a wonderful company it is. And it was originally made for homeschooling families who just wanted to provide more supplemental classes for their students and make them more fun and interesting, teach the way the child wanted to learn. That's kind of where it started, but now it's being used in many ways to supplement not just homeschooling children's education, but even kids who are in school, because then kids who can come home from school and take a supplemental class, dance class that they might not get in their traditional schooling. I have several kids who will come home from school and take my one-on-one reading lesson because they need extra help, or they'll take a reading class with a group because they're more advanced than the kids who are in their school and their class. So there's many different students and reasons why students would want to take a class on Outschool. Also, you would want to know what the requirements are if you're interested in teaching on Outschool. So you need to be 18 years of old, 18 years of age. You need to be located and in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. Okay, so not just from those areas, you need to be in those areas. You need to have a good command of the English language, and you need to have a fast, reliable internet connection. You need to possess good technical know-how to effectively teach an online class. That's pretty important. And then they will do a criminal background check once you are going through the process too. So those are some things to know about what the requirements are, but let's get into the actual process of getting hired. Here are some things that will help you with your process, okay? One, you will be asked to do two different videos. One video is actually for the hiring process. The other one is just for your profile. So when you're making your video for the hiring process, they're going to ask you to teach a class, and they want to see you show what you are like as a classroom teacher on their online platform. So they want to see your background, what your room is going to look like, if it's going to be nice and clean, decluttered, You know, it's really helpful if you make it look more like a classroom. You know, that's fun for the kids. And you know, you're going to have good lighting, good sound, you know, those type of things. Okay. This is not my normal background for teaching. Normally, I have a teaching background that looks more like this. So you get the picture. And then when you're teaching, you do want to act like you're actually teaching to a class. So you want to pretend like you're talking to some imaginary students and, you know, call their names out and do what you would in a class. You know, wait for them to answer a question, maybe reward them, give them some praise, you know, all those type of things to show what you are going to be like in your classroom. But then once you finish that classroom video for the application, you will do another video for your profile. Now in that profile video, that's where you're going to talk about you as a teacher. And this is what the parents are going to see when they actually come to the platform and they're choosing a teacher. They're going to see this video and you're going to talk about your experiences, talk about, you know, what education you have. Although one thing I did not say in the requirements, you don't need to have a bachelor's degree, because you don't need to have it. It's not a requirement. But if you do, talk about it. Talk about the certificates that you've earned. Talk about, you know, what makes you stand out as a teacher and why you have an expertise in the field that you're teaching on their platform. So make yourself stand out. So those are the two different type of videos that you will have to be aware of doing. And then when you get to the written application, here are some tips to help you with that written application. One, I highly recommend that you type it, not right on their application initially. I recommend that you use either, you know, Microsoft Word or Google Documents or something else to type it on. That way, if later on, if you do have to do it again, you have it saved and you don't have to go through it all over again. You could just tweak what you have. And then it allows you to check using Grammarly. You do a spelling and grammar check using Grammarly or whatever other feature that you want to use in order to do your spelling check. It's really helpful. And also having someone else to look it over, like a mentor, is a really good idea. They could pick out on things that you might not necessarily see yourself. And also, in addition to having it written in another place, you want to make sure that you are streamlining your focus in your application. So if whatever you choose to teach your class on, that's what you're going to say you're going to teach. Those are the type of classes you're going to provide on their platform. You don't want to kind of muddy the waters and say, well, I love to teach about bugs, you know, outer space and history. You know, don't say those things. Just focus on one so that they can really get an idea of what it is that your expertise is in. And then later on, you can change it down the line, or you can add more classes down the line once you are accepted. But going into the process, just focus on one thing, whether it's dance, whether it's, you know, having reading classes for younger ones, you know, streamline, okay? And then also, when you are asked to write out a class, you want to write the class as if it's being presented to the parents, as if the parents are looking at it, okay? So you want to include like the ages of the students that you're going to be teaching to, the number of students that you're going to be teaching to, the price even, how often you're going to meet. So if it's going to be like a one-time class, an ongoing class, a multi-day class, or a flex class, you want to choose from one of those options and put it down as your meeting frequency. Obviously, you're going to have a title, a catchy title for your class, and then you're going to have a class summary. You're going to need to do a class summary, which is just like a one-word blurb, one sentence blurb or one-line blurb about your class to make it, you know, sound attractive. You know, what is going to grab the parents' attention when they're reading about this class, okay? And then after that, you would do a class description. So there's a class summary and there's a class description. So in the class description, that's when you talk about like what the class is going to look like, you know, how you're going to start your class, or you know, the different steps you're going to go through, why you enjoy teaching this type of class. You could even talk a little bit about what your expertise is, you know, as a teacher, why you are deciding to teach this type of class. So that's where you can describe more of the class, who you are as a teacher, what's going to happen in the class. And if you choose the one-time class design, then that's typically less words and it's less complicated. So I would suggest that you would do that. Choose to present a one-time class as your example class, because when you get into ongoing classes and multi-day classes, they do want to see more things in your description, so it gets a little bit more complicated. You could do that later. And so those are some things that you want to include in your application. But my last tip I want to leave with you is that if you are denied, which does happen, unfortunately, so several teachers, I've seen several good teachers who have teaching backgrounds, or, you know, that doesn't necessarily make you the best teacher in Outschool. You don't have to have a teaching background. You can just, you know, have, you know, expertise and experience with children. And, you know, you can have a lot of good things to offer for Outschool, but you can still get denied. And if that is the case, I will say, try again. Please try again, because many people have tried again and they've been more successful. So that's another good time to take advantage of having a mentor, because a mentor can help you with that process. You know, what do you need to change? You know, give you ideas and brainstorming ways to improve your application, because unfortunately they don't give feedback. That's the unfortunate part about their hiring process. I'm sure it's because they probably just have a lot of teachers and it's difficult to give all of the feedback, but you've got to find other people to help you with the feedback and keep trying, tweak it, save your work, tweak it, resubmit, and hopefully the next time you will be successful. But yeah, those are my tips for how you can get hired with Outschool, what can help you with the hiring process, things you should know. And if you have any questions, and if you'd like for me to be a mentor for you, please check out my description box. Like I said before, my link for the application for Outschool is in my description box, along with some other things that I use in my classroom. So please check it out. And before I go, I want to leave you with one more thing. But thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for this. So everyone, I want to leave you with a few things, and one is ManyCam, because ManyCam is the online teacher's best friend, as I put it, because it allows you to do so much in your classroom. It really helps to bring your classroom to life. So you can use it to use props for your classroom, to decorate your classroom, and so much more. And this is just a picture of it without me in the middle. I'm just showing you what it actually looks like, but you can add your image in the middle there, but I just don't have it for right now. But I do want to show you some of the things that you can add. You can add props to help show the weather. If you're teaching young children, you can show them, you know, different things for what the weather looks like in their part of the world. Or you can decorate your classroom with little props, little welcome banners, and, you know, name tags, and all these things can be made bigger or smaller, however you want it to look. Or they even have a lot of borders that you can use on ManyCam to help decorate your classroom. So there's a lot of fun things that you could do with ManyCam. And there is a link in the description box down below that can help you to find one for yourself. There's a free version, but there's also a paid version. And if you do use my link below, I do get a little bit of a percentage of that. So I would love you if you would help me with that. And they also have the Chroma key and virtual background options. So if you want to add a virtual background, you can either add your own picture, or they have pictures that you can use already on the platform. Then they also have a blurred out feature or replace feature. So you can do a lot with your virtual backgrounds to have fun with different pictures in your background. Something else I want to leave you with is, if you're looking to get ESL certificate for an inexpensive price, you can check out the International Open Academy and use my affiliate link down below. You get a discount. You can see they take off a good chunk of money when you are trying to take a class nowadays, and it's $19.04 for a TESOL. So that's wonderful. You can get a TESOL. They all actually offer a Tefl now. This is a newly added program. You could get a Tefl for the same price, and then they have a great class, Make Money Teaching English Online. So this will help you to learn some basic skills that would help you to teach English online if you're new to it. So you can see there are some teachers that you might be familiar with who also have YouTube channels now, so they do help with this course. So yep, you can get that at the International Open Academy. My affiliate link is down below. I would really appreciate it if you would use that if you are interested in this class. And then there's also, if you're interested in teaching English online or abroad, there is this bachelor's degree program that is relatively inexpensive. You can get it for $2,500, and it is a very short program, so you don't have to spend years, doing this bachelor's degree program. You could do it in a short amount of time. They use a lot of your previous experience to help you to finish this program quicker. And you can see it's at the United States Institute of Language and Clerical Studies. So if you visit their website and you use my discount code, you can get a discount off of your tuition, and let them know that I sent you. Either they'll ask you the question or they'll ask you to enter the discount code, and just let them know that Teacher Lena sent you. So here is a glimpse of their website that you can visit if you're interested. You can go there and you can apply and use the discount code there. But there are teachers or students all over the world who are using this bachelor's degree program to get a bachelor's degree so that they can teach English online or all over the world. If you want to go teach abroad, this is a bachelor's degree that could help you to get a job teaching abroad. So check it out. The link is in the description box down below, or the website is, and you would just go to the website and you can enter the discount code to get your discount, and let them know that I sent you. Tyler is the admissions counselor who I have been in contact with. His email information is in the description box also, so you can talk directly to him if you have questions about the program, and if you want to know if this program is the right one for you. His information is also in the description box as well.